All right, everybody, welcome to the post-game press conference. Montana beats Montana State 37-7. We have Coach Hauck with Braxton Hill and Junior Bergen today. As always, raise your hands, please. We'll pass the mic around. But first, Coach, we'll start with your first thoughts after just a dominant win for the Grizzlies.
Well, congratulations to my team. What a great job by our players, our coaches, getting ready to play this game. Win in a demanding fashion, take the Big Sky Championship. It was a great performance by our team today, and we're very, very excited to get the 74th win over our rival. And I'm proud of my football team. I love my guys, as I've said numerous times, and just an awesome effort today by the players. Really, really well-planned game by our assistant coaches. So, excited about it.
Questions?
Braxton, it seemed like a race from the sideline to get over and grab the big trophy. So, I mean, what's that moment like when you guys were hoisting that thing up and carrying it around Washington-Grizzly Stadium?
Oh, it's awesome. I can't even describe it. I mean, since I've been here 6 years, we've been saying championships 18, working on 19, and knowing that we finally made it to 19. I mean, I'm just so proud of this team and the seniors and the coaches, and I mean, I wish it could last forever.
The Junior to not only beat the rival but also secure a Big Sky Conference championship. What's that moment like for you and your teammates?
It feels awesome. We're a really blessed team. I know a couple months back nobody really believed in us, but the guys in the room, and we put our heads down, went back to work, and we ended up in the spot that we're in now.
And Coach, you guys started as good as you could possibly start, and then just never let off the gas. So how important was it to have a quick start? How are you guys able to maintain the momentum throughout the game?
Well, we're kind of hoping to start out on defense. We won the toss, that's what we would have done. But when you get the ball, it's a coin toss, obviously. Get the ball, and I was enthused with our early game plan. I thought it was good. Obviously, it was well executed by our players. It's kind of what you want. You practice pretty hard on Thursday and Friday, and our guys did a great job. It's nice to play from in front. We haven't been behind a little bit lately and had to come from behind, at least early. So it's good.
Coach, this is for you and Junior, but you first, please. A lot of key moments in the game that I thought one was MSU was able to score coming out of halftime, and it was probably an opportune time to respond. And you talk about perhaps the job that McDowell did, being the upfield, and Junior's kickoff return.
Yeah, that's a good one, Fritz. So, we obviously we were up 20-0 at halftime, and was that a bizarre ending to the first half or what? Wild. Bring them out of the locker room. Have 2 kicks. So, anyway, we didn't. What I'm getting to is, we didn't come out of the locker room with the hope that we'd let them go down the field and get their points, but they did. And then, we talked all week because their kid is 85% touchbacks. We didn't know if we'd get an opportunity, but we did work at it this week. And the point with the kickoff return team was if we get an opportunity, we have to take advantage of it, and they did. So, we had a 50-yard return, get the ball in positive territory. That kind of steals it back from them. I would like to score it on the kickoff return, but Junior likes to share it a little bit, so it's good.
Hey, Junior, I think you capped off the drive with a touchdown catch. So can you take me through that play, or take us through that play, the route and the play call, whatever?
Yeah, it was a similar play call that we had against UNC, and I saw man coverage, and I just knew just had to beat my guy, and Cliff put the ball in the money and going to the end zone, and it was just good execution by the offense.
For Bobby, any explanation for why these games have been so lopsided the last 4 times?
Victor, I was going to actually make that point when I sat down. I forgot. It's quite odd that the last 3 games have all been just beat downs, and I don't know. Both teams are very good at home. I don't know the answer to that. You know, I wish I did. I'd like to find the answer to get the dub next year. You know, I actually thought that they handled they sure as heck handled the noise a lot better than we did last year. So I don't know, but it's an interesting fact. The last three have just been stompings.
Bobby, congrats on the Big Sky Championship. First
Thanks,
one
Frank.
since you've come back. What's been your favorite
First one
part?
since 2009, Frank.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part about coaching this year's team?
You know, it's a week-to-week deal for us during the season, so I'll probably reflect back on that a little bit in the off season. But my favorite thing is that we have a bunch of really good guys that are fun to coach, that care to play for each other. They love the game, and they're highly competitive. So when you're in that environment, it's a fun place to coach.
And Junior mentioned the guys. Some people getting down on you guys after the NAU loss. Was there a point along the way where you saw the team start to flip things around, and you thought you guys would be able to win a Big Sky title?
No, I mean, I always think we do. I'm not overly influenced by anybody's opinion but my own. So, August 3rd, whenever we start.
Senior year, you go 2-0 against the Cats at home. You won a Big Sky title in your last year. You're part of Coach Hauck's first recruiting class. What is this moment like for you? How would you describe it all?
Oh, it's awesome. Just knowing all the hard work that this team and this program has put in, and it's finally paid off. I mean, the brotherhood inside that locker room and all the coaches, you know, we've put a lot of work in, you know, in the off season, during the season. It's just special, you know, and I just couldn't be more proud of this program.
Bobby, I don't know if you saw the result, but Furman lost earlier today. And obviously they were 2, you guys were 3, so this sets you guys up for tomorrow's selection show well. Just can you speak to just, you know, having a high playoff seed, you guys likely tomorrow, and just what that home field advantage will do as you now look towards, you know, the second, you know, part of the season?
Yeah. So you want to just talk about how things are setting up for the playoffs? Is that right?
Yeah, just, I mean, you've experienced home field advantage before. You
Yeah.
guys set yourself up for it.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just touched on it a little bit. We're good at home. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat us. Not that can't happen. Certainly it can. But you know, really felt like the winner of this game was going to be the number 2 seed in the playoffs, and that's the way it's going to be. That's the way it's going to be. So the best part of this whole deal is the way the playoffs are set up these days is that we don't play next weekend, so we get to sit and enjoy this, marinate in it for a week before we even know who we play. So that'll be great. We can put this game behind us after celebrating the Big Sky Championship for a few days, and then get ready to go. And we got as good a shot as anybody winning it. You got to win the first one before you get into the second one. That's the playoffs.
Both players, Junior, we can start with you. Just how does it feel knowing that you guys have bounced back to win this Big Sky title and have set yourself up to have such a high playoff seed?
It feels great. It's the guys in the room and the coaches. You know, we were down at NAU, and you know, we just all looked in the mirror and just took it upon ourselves to, you know, be better. We just all went back to work on Monday and just worked every day since then and put ourselves in this position.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing as Junior, echo that, and then, you know, we're gonna celebrate this one. Like Coach said, we don't know who we play. We'll watch the selection tomorrow, and then whoever we have, they're gonna have to come here and beat us, like Coach said. So we're gonna enjoy this one, and then we'll get ready to go.
Junior, your touchdown was the touchdown in response to Montana State's touchdown to open the half. How did it feel to come out and respond like that and catch that touchdown?
Yeah, it felt great. I'm super blessed to be a part of this team. You know, we just knew that this game they were going to make their plays, and you know, we just had to make more plays than they did, and ultimately that's what it came down to.
And Bobby, what does it say, you know, about your offense? They were able to just bounce back right after Montana State scored.
You know, we talked at halftime a little bit about how the team on the other side wasn't going to give, and you know, we're going to need to score. So you know, that's how football games go. You get the ball in offense, you want to score, and our guys are right now. I mean, that was one of our better games offensively. Probably our quarterback's best game. He did a nice job today, so it starts with him.
I was just wondering if you could elaborate on. I just wondering if you could elaborate just on Cliff's performance today. I mean, what went into it and how was he able to execute? I mean, he's so efficient.
Well, you know, his thing that sticks out is his completion percentage was really terrific. Our third down percentage was 50%. I think when he was in there, it's probably a little higher than that. He just, you know, I think he may have had games where he did certain things better this year, but in terms of running it, throwing it, managing the game, he's made great progress, and today was his best game in my estimation without watching the film.
And for
I might watch it tomorrow and go, oh my God, what's wrong on that? But I don't think so.
For both Braxton and Bob, you can start Braxton. Just you guys' preparation to slow down their run game. They did have a couple gash plays, but you guys always seem to tighten up and not give up any points. But I mean, what do you think just overall of your run defense today?
I mean, we got the win, so it must have been good enough. But yeah, you know, this team and the defense, we were locked in all week. Coach Bradford and the rest of the coaches, they had a really good plan, and we just bought in, and we just had a great week of prep. And then, you know, they got a few big plays, but we're always gonna bounce back and come back swinging even harder than we did. So just proud of the defense and the whole team.
It seemed like you guys just erased the edge, right?
We did. You know, it's option football, as I talked about all week, and the plan was really good. We had a couple of. There was 3 big runs for the most part. On 2 of them, we had kind of mental breakdown on assignment, which is kind of triple option-ish in terms of that happening, and then missed tackle at the point of attack. The tailback got out on us. So, you know, we don't want to do it. We don't want to give up a yard. But it was pretty good. It was pretty physical. The ball carriers were getting whacked at the end of runs pretty good. So, and I believe that took its toll.
I wanted to ask you about a moment at the end of the game. The guys that all carried the trophy, they were singing the fight song, but you kind of just stood at the middle of the field and just looked around for a little bit right before you stopped Tremaine and those guys. What's going through your mind at that moment?
Well, a couple things. I got to see some of my old players from what's getting to be longer ago, including Tremaine Johnson, who was here. And there was a bunch of them, so I got to say hi to them and hug them up. And they're darn as excited as our team. And then, you know, you give thanks to God and you think about how grateful you are to have the best job in the world. So that's what I was doing. Plus, I can't sing worth a damn. So.
Just winning a Big Sky title, I know you talked about it, but I mean, what has all gone into this since you returned for your second stint?
Well, you know, we've been right there. We just haven't been able to quite get it. And, you know, I think we got 10 wins in 3 years, 9 wins another year. And I mean, that's nothing to poo-poo. But we just have not quite hoisted the trophy. And it was, you know, the word's probably wonderful. It was a wonderful deal for our team and for our university. And I'm excited for our guys. I've had the chance to do it a few times. I was really excited for these guys.
Anybody else?
Thank y'all. Appreciate
Got
you.
one more, Coach.
Nope. Okay. Make it a good one. The heat's on. I got through without yelling at anybody.
But I kind of alluded to it with Braxton, but this year's senior group is the first full recruiting class you had when you got here. Does that make it any more special to you to win a Big Sky title with them, or just what does that mean to you doing with them their senior year?
Well, I think it's kind of special, just because of the landscape of Division I college football right now. I mean, recruiting classes is kind of an antiquated notion to a degree, with everybody hopping schools everywhere. So the fact that we have a bunch of guys that kind of came in here together, I think that's a little bit unique. You look across college football, I mean, there's always attrition in academics or injury or whatever. But today's era, I don't know if you're ever going to be at 50%. And certainly with this group, we have a bunch of guys that have stuck it out. They enjoy it. They like each other. They like football, and they love Montana.